Hey everyone, welcome to the Breaking It Downs podcast. Welcome to our Thursday night quick hit. My apologies for not being here last week, but we're here. We're ready to kick off the Thursday game. Greg, I can't believe we're already at week 9 this season. It's flying.
It's crazy. It's already the halfway point. I agree. It feels like 2 weeks ago we started the season up. Absolutely wild that we really are at the halfway point. And in this one, Lamar Jackson is back. So that is the big news for this week coming up.
Yep, Baltimore visiting Miami. Before we get to tonight's matchup, my favorite team won again. They're in first place. Like you said, we're approaching the halfway mark, so I think the Pats are looking pretty darn good. Greg, are there any other teams that we should be paying attention to?
I don't think anyone cares about the Pats on the Thursday night.
What about the Giants? How are they looking? Are they a favorite?
Last week was a bad one. Not only losing to Philly, but Scatterbo being
Scatterboo.
out with terrible injury. They couldn't even show it on the video. He's obviously out for the year. They said the surgery went well. He's got a long road to recovery. He's out, so that wasn't
That's a tough
right.
loss.
But for the Shillings placers out there, the favorites actually went 11-2 last week, which is pretty much unheard of. You know the last time that happened?
Uh, Joe White was enjoying 1985.
That would be correct. December of 1985. God bless him. That is the last time that happened, just to show you how crazy that stat is. So that's what we were looking at. Birchwood was happy back then. Yeah. Hard to expect the same this week, but that's what we have heading into this week.
All right, and speaking of heading into this week, let's kick it off with tonight's game. Lamar and the Ravens, 7.5 point favorites, visiting the Miami Dolphins.
So we'll start with Miami, coming off probably their best. I don't probably their best win of the year, 34-10 at Atlanta last week. Tua 20 for 25, 4 touchdowns. Him and Jalen Waddle look great. The defense actually, I don't know where to write this one up because Kirk Cousins looked like he's done last week. I thought he'd play better in his return. He did not. The defense played well. They gashed the middle of the Atlanta defense. Complete thorough win on the road, the best they've looked all year. Quick note, they haven't lost a game by more than 6 points at home all year. And we know they haven't had a good season to this point, but that's what we are there. And as I said to you, Baltimore, well, we know what the story is. Lamar's back. So I would say they pretty much had a season-saving win last week versus Chicago at home. We thought he was going to be back. Downgraded later in the week. Tyler Huntley got the job done. The defense looked a lot better. The Steelers, Kev Steelers slacking off. They're falling back to 4-3. They've now left the door open for Baltimore. So that's kind of Baltimore has not won on the road, but Derrick Henry looked better. Lamar's coming back. Patrick Ricard, the fullback, is coming back. He can lay a couple of hits to pave some ground for Henry as well, by the way.
I'm going to take into account here, Greg, the short week, but also factoring in that Lamar did not play last week. So he's not necessarily affected by that short turnaround. So give me Baltimore here, cover win.
One other interesting tidbit as well about Baltimore last week, or this week, I should say. Lamar, I love the mental aspect. So he basically went in the locker room. He said every week it now is a must win for us. The window of opportunity is there, but it's a narrow window. Ordered all basically games, ping pong tables, all that stuff out of the clubhouse because he wants them to focus on business. I love the mental approach coming into this game. I am with you. I think Baltimore's in for big. I don't love the 7.5. Let me add. Get it down to 7-6. Tease it, LAR, right up your alley. But I'm with you. I can't go against Baltimore. I think they're the healthiest they've been since early in the season. I think it's a convincing win for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm with you.
Okay, on to our survivor picks. Greg, I survived last week. I had Tampa Bay, and sticking with the Baltimore theme for this week's survivor pick, I'm going to go right ahead and get it over early, and I'm going to pick the Baltimore Ravens.
I can't disagree with you with that. Anyone taking Baltimore, I'm totally agreement. I actually was going to go that, but for viewership purposes, it's funny. We were just talking before, and the Rams, I believe, are 14.5 point favorites over New Orleans. I'm against New Orleans all year long. I'm going to take the Rams because I don't think there's any way they lose to New Orleans. I'm going to stick to that theme. So give me the Rams. That's what we have.
All right. And what else? What else do we got going on? We
Rainy
had a
weekend.
great Halloween party last weekend. I know tomorrow is technically Halloween, but we celebrated a bit early, so I think it's going to be more of a low-key hunker down weekend for us this weekend. What do you
I
think?
think so too. The weather's kind of crappy here in the Northeast, so it's supposed to get better later in the weekend. But I'm with you. No huge plan. Should be a good football weekend, and that's all I have for now.
All right. Well, Greg is wrapping it up, so I'm going to take that win right there. And thank you so much for tuning in.
Huh?
Any final thoughts? Nope. Okay, goodbye.
Happy football, everyone.